it. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have yet again retaken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. That's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is how you answer a touchdown at the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Come on.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Stroud. Finding Walker complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kenneth Walker, 28 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jahan Dotson, the Commanders, set to take over. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now here's Mahomes. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down. And 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Brock Purdy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Pushing his way through. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Watson. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Mays down to about the 37.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Stroud. Throw aside complete. That's Watson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Jaden Reed, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. To a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
18. Buffalo 18. Trap 50. Trap 60.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Play action. Here's Stroud sliding out of the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Nice play call right there, and off the play-action fake, he bootlegged out to his right, and I really like the patience he showed handling the fake to make the defense buy it. Then I love how he zeroed in on his man coming all the way across the formation and stuck it on him for a nice gain.
Stroud completes this out wide. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position, I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now Patrick going to change the play. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Finding space at the 40. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it.
Down.
Check, check.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Stroud now. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Stroud off the play fake. Steps away. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And an excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And this is the type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This short throw caught by Goddard. There's a nice move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That quick throw there is incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run it.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage.
That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
A gain of 15.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Mahomes setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here's Mahomes. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Mahomes to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want to pick up? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Look at the juke. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. They'll roll him out right. Got him in. It's Mayer. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D